Oh, you gotta be friggin' kidding me, Hogan. You've got to be friggin' kidding me. You call some dude the N-word like 150 times, WWE takes you back. All I do is pinch Paige's ass and I get fired for ringside. Like banned for life. You fucking cocksucker!
Welcome to another exciting edition of Blu-ray on a budget. Wait, I'm not doing it right. Hold on. Okay, there we go. What does this mean? What did it mean when I was a kid? Kevin Nash did it. Razor Ramon did it. Scott Hall did it. Wait, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash are the same wait a second. What we're talking about today, kids, is the Kliq. That's right. In recent years, despite the Kliq curtain call being one of the most controversial things to ever happen in WWE history, we are now learning that the Kliq was indeed a real thing. That's right. When I was a kid, nobody really knew about it. We would see them do the insignia, but we don't know exactly what it meant. A lot of this information on the Kliq didn't really start surfacing until the shoot videos, most famously by RF Video, started surfacing in the early 2000s, and we started to get a little more insight into who the Kliq was. The Kliq consisted of Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Scott Hall, aka Razor Ramon, Kevin Nash, aka Big Sexy, aka that guy from Magic Mike, aka that movie DOA, which no one actually saw except for me and 4 other people. And if you've seen DOA, it was shit. Also, X-Pac, also known as the guy who did a sex tape with China inexplicably. He did not get paid until after it was done, but he got paid. So, man, China has a big Kliq. I digress. This Blu-ray was released probably a couple of months ago as we speak in August of 2015. Is it good? Is it worth buying? And how much did I get it for? Well, let me clue you into some secrets about buying WWE Blu-rays. First thing, don't order them from WWEshop.com. Want to know why? Because until it goes on clearance, you're paying the possibly highest MSRP of any fucking shop ever. That's right. Because the MSRP on this Blu-ray is somewhere in the terms of, well, let's see, $35.99? Who the fuck is going to pay $35.99? Maybe Sean Waltman's mom. I don't know. I digress. Part 2. So this Kliq DVD, what are you getting? Well, let's just say that I walked into FYE, which are available in your finer malls, not the dirt mall where the white people used to go. Stop it, Hogan. Oh, that racist Hogan. You keep him around. Next thing you know, you've got a lawsuit. Stop, Hogan. Rotten bastard. You think he's saying brother, but he's saying something very different. So you go to FYE in the mall, you pass by the kids that are really stoned and hanging out at Spencer's, licking those electricity things because look at my tongue, it's stuck to the teeth. Actually, that was me when I was 15. I was that dopey kid that used to hang out in Spencer's. In fact, I am still that dopey kid that hangs out at Spencer's because they have all kinds of rad stuff. Spencer's, if you're out there, please sponsor us. We need to feed our families. And Smurfs. Yes, I said Smurfs. I have a farm of Smurfs that I feed, and they grow weed for me. Anyway, I digress. Part 3. The reality of it is that I walked into FYE and I stole this shit. The reality of this is that I went into FYE and I got this for about $12.95. Yeah, because they have all kinds of buy one, get one half off sales. You can get WWE DVDs and Blu-rays really cheap. So if you don't have the network, or you do and you just want some extra stuff, because there are a lot of things that aren't on the network, just like this. Or if you haven't seen it, I reviewed The Destruction of the Shield. That thing's been out for, it seems like, a year and it still hasn't hit the network. So I had to buy this, just for the documentary. I'm not going to lie, as I've said before, WWE makes some of the best documentaries out there. I mean, better than anybody else that I can think of. There's a direct line. Everybody seems to have stolen their formula. If you watch ESPN, if you watch HBO, and they can doubt it and they can deny it, but almost 8 out of the top 10 selling Blu-rays and DVDs for the month of July 2015, yeah, they were WWE. So somebody's buying these things, and it's not just me, or some guy in Alaska who has a friend that's a polar bear, or Sarah Palin's kids. Who's Sarah Palin? I don't know, but I saw her in a movie, and she did everything. So, is this Blu-ray worth buying? Indubitably. The documentary itself is amazing. It goes into the history of how these guys met each other, and a lot of things that I didn't actually know, which is surprising because I'm a huge wrestling nerd and I know pretty much just about everything there is to know. Documentary is solid, doesn't clock in very long. It's almost 80 minutes, so it's not even like an hour and a half movie. You should definitely get this Blu-ray, and I'm going to tell you why. There are so many extras, and the best part about these extras, it's like being a fly on the wall, because you see like HBK hanging out with Razor Ramon, and they're just talking about life, just about things that they've gone through, talking about fatherhood, talking about, you know, dirty underwear or ribs that Davey Boy Smith had pulled on people. It's definitely worth it for these behind-the-scenes look. You know, you don't really get to see a lot of this type of stuff. And I think a lot of people were hoping with this Blu-ray that they would get this look into more of the backstage stuff from the heyday of the 90s. Unfortunately, you don't. Because, again, kayfabe was very big at that time. And Vince McMahon was not going to allow cameras to show these guys in a more realistic light. I mean, today we're used to it. You know, you have Stone Cold Steve Austin's podcast, which is also visually on the channel. You have all these programs which break down the walls of reality for wrestling. And some of that stuff is incredibly interesting. But in the 90s, there was no way you were going to get a video of Shawn Michaels having a beer with Kevin Nash. Mainly because that just wasn't going to happen. What you do get is pretty much every match from that era. Do you want the match where the 1-2-3 Kid beat Razor Ramon? It's on there. Do you want the match? Well, you don't want this match, but the match where Kevin Nash came back and broke his leg? Yeah, that actually happened, but he didn't break his leg, he tore his quadricep. It's on there. There's a lot of matches on there. So this is one of those things that if you're a fan of the Kliq, especially of Razor Ramon, Scott Hall, wait a second. Never mind. Clark Kent and Superman are the same person. Why should it matter? This era of the 90s is all encapsulated. You're going back to about 1993 all the way as recent as 2015. In fact, there was kind of a mini Kliq reunion for when Razor Ramon went into the Hall of Fame. Yeah, it's on there too. It's all on there. Is this Blu-ray worth buying? If you're a fan of Razor Ramon, as hardcore as I am, and Kevin Nash, I love Kevin Nash, both of those guys deserve their own documentaries, and they haven't gotten one. So this is about as close as you're going to get to getting it. I think Triple H has a lot more to lose because he's now the COO and he runs, you know, NXT. So there's not as much really exposed. Plus, there was never any good, juicy backstage stories about the guy because he was always sober. However, the other members were not. So there is plenty of good, juicy tales of stupid shit and shenanigans that these guys got into. This is going to be one of those deals, and I'm going to say it again, like the Destruction of the Shield, if you can get it for $15 or under, pick it up. $20 for die-hard fans. If you need these matches, this is probably the best way you're going to get it. And I gotta tell you, one thing they did do, they can never fully put these matches in HD because of the way they were recorded. They're coming off of old tapes, and God knows they might not even be the masters. Because back in the day, these films, they were syndicated, so the tapes would kind of circulate throughout the country. So sometimes you don't have exactly a great library of quality stuff to cull from. This is the best way on Blu-ray that you're going to get these matches. So if you're a completionist, if you're a hardcore wrestling fan, then 20 bucks is the price. Casual or just a cheap son of a bitch like myself, $15 or under. What did we learn today? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You wanna know why? Because it's too... I can't even do it. I'm gonna leave that to the pros and the Kliq.
So, what was it like taking a Cleveland steamer inside of a beaver's bag? Jesus Christ, what's up with this fucking photo? You look like a Chippendales model. You look like a gay porn star. Oh my God, Randy. Oh, Randy. Oh, Randy. I'll tell you what, Randy. Here's $5. Why don't you massage some oil on me, you prick?